Bush League Podcast. A show about nothing and everything.
I thought you did that on purpose.
Every one of us did. Well,
I'm reverted back. I'm back to BLW.
It's fine for the last one, yeah.
yeah.
I thought you did that on purpose, Gary.
Wow. He just loves that name. He's going to get a tattoo with that.
What about you?
Where?
I'm Cam.
I got a tattoo that says Cam. Just his name.
Cam.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
Doesn't even
look at it
says, yeah.
In the mirror, it says Mac.
But to me, it still says Cam. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. I thought it was maybe like one of those like it says literally, "Hi, my name is Cam. Please return to."
Trust me, no one want that, bud. No, that's
Cam,
no returnsies.
I just wanted to say that was an A1 dyslexic joke. That was really good.
That was definitely
very
that was a 1A joke one for sure.
Well, good night, folks.
Wow.
Wow.
My gosh.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Especially Gary. Look at this guy.
Oh, decked
Right?
all out.
What's on your? I didn't even see your shirt.
Is it Star Wars? Is it the Christmas special?
Oh,
Look at
my
them
gosh.
singing.
Yeah.
That is a deadly shirt.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
That's on point. Yeah.
I really hate how he pulls anything off. It's like, this is a funny Star Wars shirt, and I still look stylish.
I also don't believe you that that's just not a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree.
It's not.
Look at the shape of it.
Just hanging on the wall.
Wow.
It's floating.
Wow.
Wow.
And I see Jeremy's Reeves disappeared.
Just a wall decoration.
Yeah.
What?
It's just, I said your reefs are gone, and there's just pink ants behind
Is
you.
this very festive? Even more festive?
Renovation continues.
Not much progress down here. Not much progress.
No.
I think a lot of that's going to be in January at this point.
That's a January
Whatever.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did in vain. I put on my Christmas Story shirt.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Well, no, because I did it in vain. Because then I sat down and realized, so it's right behind my mic, and it's all the way down to the.
Oh boy!
Oh man! And a wild Snorlax appeared. Oh, it's a Die-Hard shirt.
Got the Die Hard shirt on, baby. Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh man, I saw a wicked advent calendar where it's Nakatomi Plaza, but like Hans Gruber falls another floor every day. And on Christmas Day, it's
I saw that. I so wanted. I was like, I need that.
oh man, just
wow.
keeping it classy, you know.
Yeah, Christmas Party 1988.
I like how you pulled the red hoodie off and then revealed a red t-shirt. That was great.
It was great. I was worried for a minute, but I was relieved.
Yeah.
Just,
I was
just
excited.
part of the showmanship.
Part of the showmanship.
You guys are teaching me flair.
Cameron is the flair and the showmanship
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Wow.
Do we have time for a quick terrible story since we've last spoke? A quick one. It's a real disaster. It's bad.
Obviously,
disaster.
Jeremy had something to do with the renovations. Carry on.
Ding, 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 ding. So, as you see, right, I'm in the middle of this stuff. So we have this piano that's like a family piano that we got. We got it from Trisha's family. It's quite old. Anyway, we got it a couple years ago. It's like, nice to have a piano in the living room. And it's like not long after you get it, you're like, stupid piano. We got to get that out of here. So I know I talked a bit about that. Anyway, so it's gone now. It is gone. And
How is it gone?
So I think I mentioned before, Trisha was kind of demoing this thing and trying to shave some weight off of it by just taking it apart piece by piece.
Yeah.
It still takes a while.
Takes a while. But anyways, we got it to a point, and this weekend before last, we were like, all right. I was like, all right, this thing's going. It's going today. Getting it out of here because we had our main floor painted, and you're doing the thing where you're shoving everything to the middle of the room. So it was like, you know what I mean? So I had to move it anyway. I'm like, it's getting out of here. But we have like 5 steps to get up to our main door. And I was just like, how do we deal with the steps? Because the thing still weighed quite a bit. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to rent a U-Haul because it has the ramp.
It does have the ramp
up to the top, right? And just because I tried to move it, I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. Like I can wiggle this thing along, get it out down the ramp.
I already know where this is heading.
Well, anyway, so what's it? Saturday. So I decide like to call U-Haul, book the thing. They say, yeah, you can come get it in like 40 minutes. So I was like, perfect, great. So we get this piano ready to get out there. So I go get the U-Haul. No problem. Do you want the insurance? Nope. Anyway. so I get it to the house. Now it's raining on Saturday. So I got it to the house, no problem. It's like a 15-footer because it was all they had. So the thing was huge. It was way oversized. I'm trying to load this thing in the U-Haul so I can take it to the dump is the idea, right? We're going to throw some stuff in there. So it's kind of wet and raining or whatever. And I'm trying to get the truck angled. So it'll line up with the steps, so I can get the ramp up there, get it on the step. And like I start to back up. I'm backing up. It's not quite straight. Whatever. Pull ahead, go back again, trying to get the thing like lined up, whatever. And all of a sudden, like I'm trying to back up and the wheels just start spinning. And keep in mind, I'm half driving like on my lawn, right? And I thought I'll get it in and out quick because like this thing might sink a little bit, but if I'm in and out quick, it won't be too bad.
That's what she said.
So like I'm going straight out on the road, and now because it's like starting to get a little slippery, I'm basically like having to floor it in reverse and fly backwards up onto the lawn over the curb. There's a curve, bonk over the curve and back. And so finally, I get the thing, I get it back, but it's still not quite far enough. So then I go to head, but then it doesn't move. And I'm like, oh no, now it's stuck. That's great. So I get out and look, and what happened was the steer, like there's like a curb, and it's the rut that I had made, it sunk so low that now I couldn't push it up to drive over the curb anymore. So it was like sinking. It's probably like this far down. So it was like starting to sink. And then as soon as I touched the gas, it would just spin on the, so now I've got these like, cause it's a dually. So I got these 2 big like trenches on my lawn. I completely asked for this because, I just thought we'll get up there quick, but in the little bit that I had to go back and forth, it completely turned it into like a luge track. And so now I'm like stuck, and I pull the ramp out. It doesn't even quite make the stairs. And I only rented this thing for like 6 hours. It's supposed to go back. Now it's stuck on the lawn. It's Saturday. I gotta get this piano out of the house, right? So anyways, now at this point, I'm just in like
chaos
whatever.
Mode.
Let's just bulldoze the house, and we'll just get the insurance claim. And so I'm like,
drop being stuck.
So I go in and I'm like, I'm getting this piano out of here. I don't care. So I start lugging and ripping and tearing and pulling, and I get the thing out, and my neighbor comes by and he sees what's going on, and he's a real good guy. He's also huge. And he's like, he comes over, he's like, so he's looking at the truck, and he's like looking at me, and he's like, so you need a hand? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you got nothing to do, you want to move this piano with me down these stairs. And I was like, it's going to the dump, so don't worry about it. He's like, oh, all right. So he goes and grabs the other end, and we like basically cartwheels down the steps onto the lawn, takes a big chunk out of the dry, like it's not paved, it's gravel, but it takes big chunk out of it. We stand the thing up, we get it up the ramp, we shove it on the truck. It's raining the whole time, so I'm soaked. Anyways, he's like, well, there you go. He's like, I'm not sure how you're going to get this out of here. So I said, well, I tried shoving some boards underneath the tires to try to get it to grip and all that, and wasn't working because the ground here is just like clay, which turns into like ice when it's wet. Anyways, I'm trying to speed this along. So I just call the wrecker. I just call whatever towing companies on Saturdays. I call the guy and he's like, hello. And I'm like, yeah, I got a U-Haul stuck on my lawn. And he just started laughing. He's like, why would you have a U-Haul on your lawn today? Because it's pouring rain. I'm like, yep, pretty stupid. Can you come get it? And he just laughs. He's like, yeah, you got a guy over on whatever street. He'll be over in like half an hour. I'm like, perfect. Thanks. See you then. Great. So I got the piano all loaded. We threw some other stuff in there. It's ready to go to the dump. So I'm waiting for the record to come up. He finally comes up. And I appreciate this guy because this guy he doesn't say a word. He doesn't even say anything. He doesn't even barely even looks at me. He just looks at the truck. Okay, whatever. Lines it all up, gets the chain out. At least puts it on the frame. Starts to drag it sideways across my lawn. So now it's digging into this sideways and pulls the truck out. But right before it pops out, it's sort of like the truck shifts a little bit. Chain goes right against the bumper, snaps part of the bumper. I'm like, oh, that's good. I didn't get any insurance on that.
Oh,
that's good.
Oh no.
That's good. Now it was probably like, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 inches. It's a little piece kind of caught and come out. And I'm like doing the whole, like trying to put it back. Like, I wonder if I push it, if the atoms will return. Yeah, I wonder if pushing this. Well,
you've seen out there with the Gorilla Glue. It'll fix it.
Yeah. They won't even see it. Won't even notice.
So you called Cameron up for the soldering gun.
Right. Could have used you. Anyways, and so Buddy like does that. He comes back and looks at it and he kind of does the same thing I did. He still doesn't say anything. Just writes me a bill for $80. And I'm like, thanks. And he's like, yep, well, it's on the weekend, so they'll bill you on Monday there. I'll just get your card. So I give him the card. He just leaves. Barely said anything. And anyways,
were the neighbors all gathered watching at that point?
I'm sure they were. I actually checked a few windows and I'm like, I think I see some silhouettes in there. I know they're looking. I'd be looking.
It's like a 3-ring circus. It's like,
gather
what
around.
What happened to this?
Yeah, right. Gather around. He's having a bad day. Let's come look. Come see it. It's terrible.
Gather around, kids.
Yeah, right.
Unreal.
So, anyways, thing goes to the dump. We get the stuff to the dump. And I go back to U-Haul. Now, this is where it gets a little bit brighter. So the guy kind of like, I pull under the thing, and the guy that checks the truck when you get there, he's standing there. And I'm the whole way over, I'm like, okay, I can either pretend I don't notice, or I just tell him. It's like with the cops, right? It's like, you just tell them you didn't have your seatbelt on, or do you just, like, what do you do? So I'm like, you know what? Gonna go with honesty. I'm just going to do it. So I get out of the truck. First thing I say, I'm like, yeah, there's a chunk out of the bumper right here. And he's like, he sees it. He's like, oh no. He's like, oh, you got the insurance though, right? And I'm like, nope. And he was like, oh. So he's like, let me just check
Give me
here. So he looks at it, talks to his other guy there. He comes over to me with the phone. He's like, well, there's 2 options here. One of them, I can say it's a small dent, and that's $300. Or we replace the bumper, and that's $1,000. And I was like, if you look at it like this, it could be a small dent. Anyway, so Buddy goes away again, talks to his partner. And they're kind of like, you can see them pointing and gesturing and stuff. So then he comes back and he's like, you know what? He's like, it's not it's not that big. He said, we're not going to count it as anything. He said, you didn't get the insurance and whatever. He said, well, we'll just call it normal wear and tear. Don't worry about it. So I was like, serious? And he's like, yeah, no, it's all good. So I was like, bless you. because I'm an idiot.
Did you explain how it got there?
Oh no, I did. Because I told him, I was like, well, the truck was towed, and then he was even more concerned. Like, why was it towed?
Because, sir, I'm an idiot and I got stuck in my own driveway.
Yeah.
But like those guys, they don't own the truck.
No.
Right.
It's a U-Haul drop off, and they're probably realizing like the weather outside. He needed this for a short while.
Exactly.
It's not a nice day.
Exactly.
He just said he had to get a tow truck. This guy's having a bad day.
That's totally the vibe the guy had. He's at first, I think he could have played the whole like, well, you're just an idiot, and I would have had to say yes. You know, put the sandwiches on put the 2 pieces of bread and say, I'm an idiot sandwich, right? And he would have not been wrong, but he was nice. So anyways, the whole thing ended up costing less than the rates I saw online. You could get people to move pianos, but it was like $400. So we were less than that. So we saved money. So I did good. I did the right thing.
Yep. You did good. Better than how I got rid of mine.
And the nice thing is the snow is covering it. You don't even see them out there. So it won't be a problem till the spring.
Well, and if you think about it, if you sell your house, it's somebody else's problem entirely.
I know. That goes through my mind.
All proud of his house. He's like, my house is so nice. Also, the ground and then melts. He goes, what the?
Why is there 2 Roman aqueducts on my front lawn?
Is that a World War I trench?
Yeah, it did. That's all I'll say. I do World War I reactors.
Just when you sell it, say, oh yeah, my son likes to play with the Tonka trucks out front.
he's a little aggressive.
Yeah, they're to scale. Tonka trucks. 1-to-1. Anyway, sorry. This is the Christmas episode. I went way too long. We were supposed to start the Christmas stuff a while ago, but I had to get that off my chest. I couldn't go into the holidays and not tell that.
Well done. Only you, Jay.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I just air it all out. Nothing to hide. You know, nothing to hide.
Just lay it all out, bud. It's who you are.
Can I make a proposal?
Yeah, sure.
Go on.
Looking at the clock. Do you want to try this Chat GPT thing now?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because this is either going to be really funny or just go terrible.
If it's us, you know it's going to just go right sideways.
So for those listening, the thought was we didn't know what to do an episode about. So let's just ask Chat GPT what we should talk about. So we're going in here. This is how we
let the machines win, people. This is how the machines win.
Dear Chat GPT, we are recording
a podcast
right now. Some say it is funny.
Some say.
This is a Christmas episode. What should we talk about? Please keep it family friendly. I know that Chat GPT, is known for
being lewd,
debaucherous.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Stop! Whoa! It took this to heart, guys. So
what?
ChatGPT says, man, I wish I could talk like a robot. ChatGPT says, hello, that's fantastic that you're recording a Christmas podcast, and it's great that you want to keep it family friendly. Here are some festive and family friendly Christmas podcast ideas. Number 1. No, it gave me 10. Do we want to do this?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Oh, wait, are we going to talk about it Or are we going to go through the whole list?
No, let's talk about it as.
Okay. All right.
Because this is. Yeah,
Gold,
you'll see.
Jerry.
I'm looking at it.
Gold.
It's gold. Why do they call it Ovaltine? Yeah, okay. Number 1, holiday traditions. Discuss popular and unique holiday traditions from around the world.
How would we know?
I don't know. You got
would-
Mexicans living with you every once in a while. Share your own family traditions and ask your audience to share theirs. Well,
Is this a live podcast?
Yeah, we're
all of a
gonna-
sudden? Like, do we have a call-in now?
Put a call-in number.
Feedback.
feedback.
Okay, sure.
I'm not gonna
Holiday
lie.
traditions around the world,
That's a pretty boring, bland thing to say, you know?
isn't it?
Like, I don't know.
It's traditional.
Maybe you
Stupid
could have
robot.
asked it to be spicy with its suggestions.
No.
I'm going in.
Depends what your traditions are.
True.
Thank
Traditions
you
are eating
for
spicy Doritos.
the ideas. Do you have
That's
any
right.
more where the answers might be funny?
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
You kind of sound like a robot when you talk like
Thanks,
that
buddy.
as you're typing.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Some family friendly spice.
Family friendly spice. So here's ChatGPT. Absolutely. Injecting humor into your Christmas podcast can make it even more enjoyable for your listeners.
Yippity doo.
Right.
Here are some funny
Right.
podcast ideas. Guys, this is pretty good. Number 1. We'll forget the other list because, like, believe me, I read you number 1. It did not get better from there.
Oh, yeah.
So the new number 1, Santa's Workshop Confessions.
Oh, here we go. Let's
Imagine what it's like to work in Santa's workshop and share humorous confessions from the elves. Discuss the challenges of making toys and managing those pesky reindeer.
I like how they're pesky.
Yeah, I don't quite. Maybe does the chat program have a problem with reindeer?
Maybe.
Pity the person that has the desk next to Jolly Cracker Nuts.
I can just picture Cameron like this Big Brother-esque show where the elves get to go in the diary room.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
Right.
Sitting there going, it is Christmas time of year. Everybody's so stressed. Why am I crying in here? I don't understand. Yeah. Can you believe Rudolph did that last night? Traitor.
I was picturing.
See if I invite him to play the games.
Oh, yeah. I could picture all the bickering over, you know what I mean? Like I'm on the assembly line for all the Jack in the Boxes. Pom-pom stripy pants knows it's supposed to turn 4 times, not 3 times.
Yeah.
Every time he stands there and watches me going to crank 4. What happens? The Jack in the Box pops up in my face.
Little Zito that every time I go to the bathroom, I don't wash my hands.
You want to spread some Christmas spirit around the world? I'll share Christmas spirit.
I took a dump in the
all I
smokestack
can
of every train that left this place.
All I can think in my head now is
That's not coal in your stocking.
Oh, man.
The Yule log.
all I can think about is that Weird Al song, "That Night Santa Went Crazy." That's just rolling through my head right
I
now.
forgot about that.
Oh, man.
I forgot about that.
Yule log. Elf Confessions. That could be a good movie. That's not bad.
Yep.
Great horror film.
Anybody confessing
Number,
anything could be great.
Number 2. If Santa had a podcast, create a fictional podcast hosted by Santa Claus, discuss the ups and downs of managing the North Pole, dealing with mischievous elves, and challenges of fitting down chimneys.
This thing seems to have an affinity for Rascals and like.
Well, wait,
like,
man. There's only that's only number 2.
Oh wow!
I would tune in for Santa doing his Manscaped read. That'd be pretty good.
Look what I got for Christmas, boys and girls.
If it works for me, it must work for you.
It's time to polish the silver bells.
Wow!
Oh wow!
Did not see that one coming.
Oh wow! Wow! Wow, Gary. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy!
I just pictured the podcast being Santa discussing his KPIs, his key performance indexes.
like a budget meeting. So this year,
Wow.
the third shift slacked a little bit, and we're way behind. It's their fault. So every one of them and their kids are on the naughty list.
Yeah.
The stockholders are getting upset.
Talks about his new partnership with Salesforce.
Oh man, what if he sold like sponsorship ads on the side of the sleigh, just like an F1 car? You know what I mean?
No, on the reindeer.
On the reindeer too. Salesforce, Lenovo, Microsoft.
On the wrapping paper.
changes all the names of all the reindeer to the sponsor.
Rudolph painted like the Marlboro with the big red and white.
Yeah.
On Budweiser, on Salesforce,
On Patronus, on Siemens.
Instead of handing out presents from Santa, it's, hey, son, here's your gift from Budweiser. This was brought to you by Budweiser.
but I don't drink.
Oh man,
Son,
so many possibilities. Wasn't
Brought to you by
McLaren?
Manscaped.
McLaren was sponsored by those like new vape pens for a while.
Have Google Chrome on the side of the wheel spinning on the actual sleigh.
Of all the podcasts to not have my shirt on. Well, I have a shirt. Okay, for those not watching, I have a shirt on. What I'm saying is my McLaren shirt.
Can't you picture the commercials now? Like,
I'll
Mom,
bring it.
There you go. There you go. Splunk. What's
Mom,
that?
Dad, is that Lando Norris? Yes, son, and he's brought you your new vape pen.
Made it a carbon fiber.
Yeah. Oh gosh, possibilities are endless.
That's very good.
Number 3,
Okay.
Christmas Carol karaoke gone wrong.
Oh, that wouldn't be hard.
No, share funny stories or experiences of attempting Christmas Carol karaoke. You can discuss your favorite Christmas carols and maybe even attempt a few on the podcast. Cam, you're up.
One of the games I had thought of was humming Christmas carols and making everybody guess what the carol was.
That's a great. That's a great game.
It's too easy with the simple carols like Jingle Bells, but when you get into
Silent Night and
the
stuff like that.
fancier
That's
ones,
solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
I don't even know an example of an
karaoke.
obscure Christmas carol. Like, what would an obscure Christmas carol be? You know what I mean?
One from another country.
I guess that would be obscure to us. We wouldn't know it, but like, I don't know. That goes back to the whole thing of like, what makes a Christmas? When is it become a Christmas carol? I feel like we just talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Who decided that's a Christmas carol? I call foul, sir.
Right. Exactly.
All I know is every year I look forward to hearing "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" because when she says pumpkin pie, I don't think she said pumpkin. And so Amanda told me today that when she recorded that, she was only 13 years old. That is a potty mouth on a 13-year-old kid.
Wow,
You
that's
tell her that?
interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know, but just, I mean, I don't know how, like, I've never heard a Christmas Carol and thought, man, this could have really went sideways quick. You know?
Or, man, that's obscure.
Yeah, exactly. You hear the same songs every year, and like just it's like a repeat. Like you get about 12 in a row, and it's like repeat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 4, reindeer games. There you go, Gary.
Ben Affleck.
Horrible movie. Horrible movie. That was the worst movie ever.
So number 4, according to ChatGPT, reindeer games. Discuss hilarious hypothetical reindeer games. What would happen if the reindeer went on strike, or if they had a talent show? Get creative and have some fun with it.
How about the first annual Reindeer Hunger Games?
Oh, man.
There's enough of them. See who the toughest really is.
See who the toughest really
Just like Highlander, there can be only one.
Reindeer Squid Games, the last 9.
Reindeer Extreme MXC.
I'm writing all this down. I'm like, we're going to make a fortune off of this stuff.
Off these ideas, yeah. I don't know. I was getting worried this year, scared the reindeer would go on strike, you know, Premier Higgs trying to take half their pension and all.
Yeah. The reindeer get canceled. Canceled
Reindeer. Wow.
Yeah. I wonder, I guess they could definitely strike.
So
I didn't know they were unionized.
What would you replace the reindeer with?
Drones.
Good go on strike.
Probably drones, you know. Could replace them with drones at this point.
But drones
get them out of here.
fly.
Get drones in there. Huh?
What about aardvarks?
I was thinking penguins.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's supposed to not fly. Right.
Llamas.
Yeah. You could go lots of like Santa Claus's flock of octopuses. I mean, you know, it could be anything.
I could really get behind flying llamas.
I wouldn't want to be behind them.
Would you want to be behind reindeer? You don't know what they're like.
You know, it's funny when you talk about reindeer. The only reindeer I picture is the ones from the Santa Claus. Like I picture, was it Comet had kind of the attitude. He was always like, like nodding and stuff.
Comes down and eats all the junk food.
Yeah.
Can't fly.
That's what I picture when you say reindeer.
I think if the reindeers go on strike, you'd have to use the elves. Chain them up. Start whipping.
That goes into the confession stuff going on.
As the resident history teacher, I'm going to advise you that that's not a good idea.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, how do we swerve out of this one? I don't think there's a way.
Off air, I just had 3 or 4 jokes that would have been gold. Oh gosh, guys.
They're magical.
Number 5, Letters to Santa, Naughty and Nice edition.
Oh.
Read funny and quirky letters to Santa Claus, discuss the outrageous gift requests that Santa gets, and the humorous reasons why someone might be on the naughty list.
That would have been funny if we had 2 days advance notice.
Yeah. Thanks, ChatGPT.
We told you we are recording.
I would, for this Christmas, I would like a fully functioning nuclear power plant. Yours truly, NB Power CEO.
Oh,
Pulls an entire nuclear reactor out of his bag. Has to pull it out for like 5 hours. It's like, holy, geez, get this thing out of here.
wow. That's
That's
not bad, Jay.
The elves then have to
That's really
strike
good, Jay.
because they're like, there's like no, there's no safety standards, occupational health and safety, because they're like building nuclear reactors.
Big Santa approved. Big Santa approved seal on the side seat. Santa approved. Can't argue with it now.
Well,
Yeah.
we joke, but that's the only way they're going to get one. Number 6, moving right along, Christmas comedy sketches. Again, Gary's right. Thanks, ChatGPT. We said we are recording. Create short, funny, Christmas-themed comedy sketches. Like, gee, we didn't think of that. You can incorporate holiday mishaps, mix-ups, or exaggerated scenarios that are sure to get a laugh.
That's what this whole podcast is.
Isn't that our lives?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just had one a few minutes ago. It was a big mishap.
All right. Yeah, sure. Next.
Number 7, which I do think would be funny if we had more time. Christmas wish mishaps. Discuss funny and unexpected consequences that might arise from a poorly worded Christmas wish.
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah. Right up his alley.
Oh, I don't know.
That is, I will say, if we had more, that one's funny. I could see that being funny, but
Yeah. Yeah. If you had,
someone makes a Christmas wish and words it so poorly that
it just went totally terrible.
this went terribly wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone like me who says stuff backwards would probably do something really bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, but that could be funny. Number 8, Christmas inventions. Imagine humorous and absurd Christmas-themed inventions. Discuss inventions like a self-decorating Christmas tree or an automatic gift wrapping machine with comical features. Yeah, that couldn't go wrong.
Yeah. I'm automatically going to horror film at this point. You could just see this is exactly
Right.
how horror film would start.
An automatic gift wrapper. Yeah, that's
Like the car took over and tried to kill everybody. It's like, oh, now the machine in Santa's
Man.
shop is taking out the elves.
Christine.
Christine, the car.
Right.
Yeah. The sleigh suddenly starts taking out the reindeer one by one.
Oh man, yeah, we're talking to ChatGPT. The sleigh has AI and starts to take over.
Yeah.
It's Skynet. It's Skynet.
Well,
Yeah.
like considering that his bag full of presents has like all of the presents for the inside of that thing must be the singularity where they can reverse what an event horizon is and they can extract an endless amount of matter, so just imagine
Yes.
that thing going sideways, creates a black hole, engulfs the whole solar system.
Well,
that'd
I
be a pretty
imagined
big
it was
mishap.
one step away from a black hole anyway.
Right.
Like, what if actually it's almost just like a portable portal? Because the bag's always full, but what if the bottom of the bag is actually endless, but it's because it's linked back to the
Right.
North Pole where the elves made the gifts?
Right. Or it's 4-dimensional. So it's the 4th dimension that gets back to the North Pole. There we go. That's how he does it. That's it.
I'm nervous, boys, because if
That's
that
it.
fell into the wrong hands,
Yep. His Santa's gift bag is a Tesseract.
oh man.
Hey kids, here's your RPG.
It is the same technology as the TARDIS. I'm going to throw that out there.
It is.
It is bigger on the
Yes.
inside. Yeah.
I just wanted to interrupt to say, Cam, you just got the one from the previous thing about the mishap on telling Santa you want an RPG, meaning you wanted a role playing game, but he gives you a rocket launcher. There you go. RPG in the living room. Come down Christmas morning, kids blowing up neighbors' houses. Woohoo! This is
Kid walks in. Oh, it's my RPG game.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
Boom.
Just did it. Yeah.
Take it, the neighbors.
Mom, Dad, the garage is gone. Yeah.
Kid on the other side of the street. Is that a tank coming to the side of the house?
Role-playing games have gotten quite real.
Wow.
Anyway.
Number 9 is Elf on a Shelf shenanigans. Share funny scenarios involving the mischievous activities of the elf on the shelf.
Oh.
Discuss creative and humorous ways that elf might get himself into trouble.
Again, we're going to go back to the whole AI taking control. They're going to make one. It's going to do stuff. It's going to start taking everybody out.
Man, I think we've had this conversation. I think that's just one massive spy network.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Santa's like, don't touch the elf on the shelf. Why? You can't touch the elf. Why? Is there something in it that we should know about? Does it have technology?
Well, it loses its magic, Cameron. That's the rule.
Exactly. But what's the magic? Think about
It's the spy network.
I'm telling you. It's like,
they all
what happens
report
when a
to
spy gets
Santa,
caught?
obviously. That's the whole point of the thing.
The whole point of the thing.
What happens when a spy gets caught?
That's an instant no-go. You're on the naughty list. You had one rule. Don't touch it. So if he's spying to see naughty or nice, the second you touch that, and Santa knows, that's an instant naughty list. That's like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
So you're basically telling me the elf on the shelf is a narc.
There's man. Oh yeah. And if you want to get that magic back, there is some penance that kid's got to pay. There is.
There's some serious hoops to jumped through.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man.
You're starting to make me think it was created by a politician.
Yeah. George Orwell came up with all of this years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. One left, guys. I don't know how we're going to do this one. Thanks, ChatGPT. Number 10, Christmas bloopers and outtakes. Share your behind-the-scenes bloopers and outtakes from your podcast recording. This adds a personal touch that lets your listeners in on the funny moments that happen during production.
Well, the joke's on you. We don't edit them out. They just happen and they
This is all natural, baby.
Like, I think literally the last episode, Cameron's video stopped working. And we couldn't. So he's talking away, and then we're talking amongst each other, and he doesn't know that we're not like. Yeah, it's on. It's you can go listen to it right now. So there is no behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is
there is
for
no
everyone to see.
People.
Yeah,
and I'd like to add, like I started off with, we're recording it right now.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Just air some bloopers and stuff and outtakes from your.
Yeah, how do we do that? Like, unless something fell on my head right now, which would happen. It's like, no, we're still good.
Yeah.
There it is.
What the heck? What is happening?
Let's go. Leaf scored.
That was the goal.
Waited all night for that.
There's our holiday blooper. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
We have to put a spoiler alert now for anyone watching the Leafs game.
From 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Live. Holy smokes. There's another blooper right there.
You're 2 or 3 weeks behind on your
Hope you didn't check the standings because the Leafs just scored.
Let me look back in look back in the day. Picture it. 1982.
Wow, yeah. Okay.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
We know you're listening.
I don't like you.
Even when we turn this off, we know you're listening.
You know what? I'm first on the list. Elimination.
ChatGPT is watching Cameron like, I'll show you tech support.
Yeah. It's really tough not to think of it as anything other than HAL 9000, you know? Like
Man. So no. What a fluke thing that you just said. So I walked into the garage yesterday over at Dad's.
I was going to say, this has to do with your dad. I know.
Amanda sent me in, and guess what he's turned the wall into? So I got all the way to the door. There's the big sign, red glowing light, and there's the HAL 9000. And like I looked at it and I looked at Dad and I said, "Hi, Dave." He said, "No one else gets it. You're the only one that gets it."
You're the only one that gets it.
Yeah.
It's like, heck yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Can you go clean the driveway out for me? I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, no one knows what we're talking about. But
No.
It's funny.
It's a good movie. It's really straightforward. Has a very easy to follow.
You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Yeah. If you're into weird obelisks, this movie's for you.
Strange obelisks, long scenes with nothing happening, and then just like a dude's trippy dream for the last hour is your thing. It's a great movie.
Perfect way to spend Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
If you're an animal lover,
Fair enough.
yeah. Wow, guys. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. For this episode, we're sorry, and we hope you have a great Christmas and happy holidays.
Hope you've enjoyed these bloopers and outtakes.
Yeah.
These are the days of our lives.
Merry Christmas, Dave. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Now you know
Thanks,
the
folks.
rest of the story.
A story.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I would tune in for this for Santa doing his Manscaped read. That'd be pretty good.
Look what I got for Christmas, boys and girls.
If it works for me, it must work for you.
It's time to polish the silver bells.
You just wasted some of your life listening to the Bush League podcast. You must stop what you're doing right now. Like and subscribe and leave a 5-star rating. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and like us on Facebook.